ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਜੇਸਨ ਕੈਨੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਾਰਬਨ ਟੈਕਸ ਦੇ ਵਾਧੇ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕਣ ਲਈ ਅਪੀਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ 1 ਅਪ੍ਰੈਲ ਨੂੰ 25% ਵਾਧਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੈਅ ਹੈ। ਕੈਨੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚ ਮਹਿੰਗਾਈ ਦਹਾਕਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਚੇ ਪੱਧਰ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਵਾਧੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਲਈ ਜੀਵਨ ਮਹਿੰਗਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ।
I'm here with Ministers Nixon and Tays to talk about the skyrocketing inflation that is being made even worse by the federal government's forthcoming carbon tax hike. I will be introducing a motion in Alberta's legislature later today to clearly demonstrate our opposition to the Trudeau government's April Fool's Day prank of hiking the carbon tax on April the 1st, right when Canadians are already struggling with rising costs on everything from food and grocery stores to home heating to filling up our cars. These aren't optional expenses or luxuries that folks can do without. These are basic costs that people have when they live, work, and raise their family in this cold northern country. Trudeau's carbon tax hike is another body blow to Albertans, taking money right out of our pockets and sending it to Ottawa when we can least afford it. And that's why Alberta's legislature will be debating, and I hope passing unanimously, the following motion. Quotes, "Be it resolved that the Legislative Assembly call on the Government of Canada to stop its planned April 1st, 2022 increase of the carbon tax to $50 per tonne and further plan to quadruple the carbon tax to $170 a tonne, given that Canadian families are struggling with the highest inflation in 30 years. The federal government's tax hikes and huge deficits have driven up inflation. For years, the problem's been getting worse. We've already seen prices explode on grocery shelves caused by rampant inflation on food and other basic necessities. Grocery stores have been facing higher and higher costs on the things they need to get food on their shelves. In fact, food costs have increased by 18% since the carbon tax was introduced here in Alberta in 2015. And the April 1st carbon tax increase will make that bad situation even worse for working families. Even the Bank of Canada in Ottawa says that the carbon tax hike planned on the 1st of April will increase inflation by nearly half a percentage point, and that's on top of a 30-year high for inflation. It just doesn't make sense. Right now, as I say, inflation is at the highest point in 3 decades, and it's only going to hurt families and make life even more expensive to raise it further. On our part, Alberta's government is taking action right now to make life more affordable. We're suspending the provincial gas tax on April 1st that will save Albertans 13 cents a litre when they fill up. Unfortunately, the Trudeau carbon tax hike means that Albertans will be paying 3 cents a litre more, so Albertans can expect to save about 10 cents a litre. That is our 13-cent cut, his 3-cent increase. But this is only the beginning of the Trudeau Liberal NDP government's plan for higher food and fuel costs.